The second set will be played on Naro Station. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position, your red Protoss from Kespa Team 8. His name is Argo.
Saying he was slightly nervous against his opponent from Samsung Khan. Already has a win today against the Zerg player from Kespa Team 8. Can he go for the second kill? His name is Reality, playing for Samsung Khan.
Fun fact, Argo's old nickname was Jaehoon, which is just his normal Korean name.
Kim Jae-hoon.
Yep, Kim Jae-hoon, so that's why you may, yeah, well, Kim Jae-hoon, Jae-hoon, same thing, man, same thing.
No, I don't get...
It's like saying Justin instead of Justin Wilson, my first and last name.
Okay, fine.
Nice shot of the crowd there, I suppose. She like hit her head and then she's like, all right, I give up. They can give me
We're
some
not sure about this couple. Well,
oh, they don't care. They don't care.
Second couple that doesn't care. Are we gonna get a third one? Third one's the charm. Third time's the charm. No, we're not gonna get that. Instead, we're gonna get a stats on these two players. Argo, he does lead 1-0 against his opponent Reality, but that was back in 2011. And interestingly, Reality, he's going for the gas first.
Going for the gas first here. That means that we're going to see some type of early tech play from him. Could see a fast Reaper or a fast Factory following up from here. And Argo going to go ahead, get his gas, get up his gateway. Very standard stuff from him, but not so much from Reality here. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to see where he plans on going with this.
Yeah, well, if he's getting this many gases early on, then 90% of the time you are going to see a really fast Factory from a Terran player.
Yeah. Factory is very common follow-up from the fast gas play.
The barracks almost finishing up, and he's going to have 100 gas just in time. And it's just working out better for Reality because his opponent is not scouting at this point. He's playing as safe as possible. While not scouting, he's getting a Zealot out at this point. No scouting probe whatsoever.
All right, we do have a Marine on the way. Factory going down instantaneously, like you mentioned, after that barracks. And as soon as I saw the SCV move out, I knew it couldn't be a Reaper because the Reaper is what you use, the Scout, if you're not going to send an SCV out.
So he is going to see the Zealot, and...
The Zealot's going to not care at all. It's like, whatever,
yeah.
man.
Well,
There's nothing important in here.
Yeah, well, he does see that his opponent went for the Zealot first instead of saving up the money for the Stalker.
Also, not getting that second gas as well. That's something important to note here.
So he allowed every single scouting inside the main base. The Zealot only scouts around. He's going to try to go for the harassment earlier on in the game with the Zealot and a Stalker with the Mothership Core. But it's been already scouted with the Zealot moving out on the map, so Reality, he's going to be prepared against it, no problem.
And we have a Widow Mine being made here from Reality, so going to go ahead and put down that starport behind this. We're going to be seeing a Widow Mine drop. I believe actually the last time we had a PvT on this map, we did see some intensive harassing from the Terran player with the Widow Mines early on.
Now here comes the first Zealot, and Reality doesn't know about it. He's going to deflect against this, no problem. But we don't know how much that Zealot saw, actually.
I think it may have saw the barracks or potentially the factory. Nope, didn't even see anything there. That's actually, he did see a interesting. They're having a kid getting his picture taken, I'm assuming, by his mom. It's cute, I guess.
Or family member.
It's a family event, guys. Watching Starcraft is a family event.
Now we do have the Widow Mine planted at the natural, and his opponent Jaehoon does not see it, so that might actually come back and bite him in the butt if Jaehoon actually decides to push up. But no, he's just slowly pulling back, getting the Nexus, and trying to play it safe.
He's getting the Robo behind this. We should see a few extra gates go up pretty soon here from Argo as well. If not, he's playing very dangerously, playing very dicey. He still doesn't even really know what his opponent's up to, except that he didn't expand very early on.
Yeah, so he's going to have to play really safe, because right now what Reality is going for, dropping the Widow Mine into the main base, or the Hellions into the main base, excuse me, and trying to draw out the probes into one side of the map.
All right, so Medevac boosting over here, gonna go ahead and pick up that Widow Mine before moving across the map to his opponent's space here.
He needs to send out the Hellions as soon as possible also.
Yeah, it looks like Argo, he's got an idea of what's going on here, but the biggest issue is that there's actually not a lot of units on the map.
But this is really smart. The Hellions are not going to get inside the natural, so it's not going to work out well for Reality.
Oh, where are those Stalkers here? There they are. They're going to be able to spot this drop, try to do some damage here. And Widow Mine moving out here. He needs to try to focus that down if possible. Uh-oh, this is bad. That Stalker is toasted there. At least the Widow Mine's destroyed, but these Marines here are going to be able to do a good amount of damage. Nexus Cannon going down, going to scare away that Mothership Core, or excuse me, the Medevac. But at the same time, he can still continue the harassment at the natural.
this is working out a lot better than Argo than expected, because most of the time we see the Marines inside the main base, and the Protoss player is always focusing inside the main base against the medevac drop. That's when the two Hellions come by into the natural and roast a lot of probes. But with Argo blocking off the natural, you know, the rocks over there earlier on in the game, he actually prevented those two Hellions from getting inside the natural earlier on in the game.
Oh, nice job surrounding these units here. Actually, the Hellions don't get any kills there on the probes.
Yeah, that was a little bit interesting, I have to say.
Argo with some pretty solid defense here. He is ahead in supply, so this pressure from Reality has not done the job that it needed to do in this position.
And Reality is still playing with fire. He's going to go for the drop once again, but that's a really low HP medevac. 2 shots and it's gone. 2 or 3 shots and the medevac is gone, so Reality really needs to be careful on how he drops.
A few left there. The Marines doing some damage here to this rock over here, going to try to seal off potential attack paths from his opponent. We have a reactor being made on that factory there. We could see some Hellbats come out eventually, but I have a feeling he may just go ahead and lift that up and put the barracks there.
Well, let's see what he does. Right now, he's just getting a stim, getting a +1,
yeah.
And yes, he does put the barracks right next to the reactor, but I would like to see Reality adding some Hellbats right now after he snipes the Observer.
Oh, look at this. We have a Warp Prism on the way from Argo here. This is really cool because we've seen SOS going for more of a harass and offensive-oriented style in the mid-game, the kind of counter what Terrans have used to do, which is drop around this time. So will we see that kind of style here?
As long as he doesn't lose too much with the harassment and he doesn't lose any single heavy gas army with the drops, then he's going to be fine.
Oh.
So let's see how Argo plays this one out. Does he have the micro to do it? He does drive away the Marine from the 6 o'clock position.
Stemming away, barely escaping with his life there, only 5 health. Now, Reality opting to get aggressive again, moving across the map. This Warp Prism may be scouted by this Marine here, though, so that's going to be unfortunate for Argo that he wasn't able to take that out. And we have a single medevac moving ahead of the army here, but it's actually not going to be able to do anything. And uh-oh, the Stalker out of position. Nice scan from Reality. He picks off that Observer, and the Warp Prism is going to be scouted.
It is going to be barely scouted right now.
Things could technically work out for Reality, or for Argo, where he could warp in some units there and at the perfect timing have it. Oh, excellent force fields
but
from
nice lift
Argo.
From Reality also.
Yeah, instant lift. Force field's not going to be able to do what they needed to right there.
And that Marine is going to scout the Warp Prism on this. Argo sticks to the right side, and the Marine is on the left side at the worst possible timing. Well, he does put the Marine away from that position.
That's actually like the worst thing you can do here. Actually, is he going to scout it there? It's going to be so close. Will he go ahead and scout that? That Marine is...
Nope.
Oh my. That is really unfortunate. At the same time, though, we have a big Doom drop, 3 medevacs inside the main base of our Protoss player. Argo, though, he's got the Immortals completely prepared for this attack. Now the Warp Prism dropping into the main base. Reality does not have much units at home here, and he's going to be forced to lift off these SCVs. At the same time, Zealot's now going to work, going to take off a few units here and there, and force Reality's attention elsewhere on the map besides attacking. The Warp Prism looking like it's near the 3rd base right now, which is being constructed. If we see some really good micro from Argo, he could potentially force a cancel on that 3rd or at least delay it.
Well, I don't know if both players can focus right now because there's multiple drops going around at the same time.
He's not focused firing on the SCV. That's crucial to denying that 3rd.
That's because there's a drop in the main base and the natural at the same time. He needs to focus on this first.
Oh, this is actually terrible for Argo. He just lost that +2 attack upgrade there. That +1 could potentially fall as well. At the same time, Reality doing an excellent job in the natural. These drops are doing an insane amount of damage here. Even though that medevac was killed off, it doesn't matter. The supply is now almost double for Reality as he is ahead over his opponent, 107 to 73 here. 32 workers have been killed this game.
Like I said,
Protoss players don't win from that, man.
Well, he could still win with a 1 strong push. Remember, he does have the double Immortals. He has the Warp Prism and the forward pylon for the reinforcements. So if he can make something work right now, Reality does see the attack coming. Charge is done for our Protoss player. Reality just needs to survive 1 timing.
That's all he has to do right here. He does have some forces across the map. Instant 2 bunkers go down. High Templars being warped in here.
That's a lot of Archons.
Oh my, 4 R2 Zealots moving towards the third, now to the natural. This War Prism will get taken out here by that Viking eventually.
But that doesn't matter because here comes the attack.
It's going to turn into a base race at the natural of Argo. He is under attack, but that doesn't matter because right now he's barreling towards the front of the base for reality here. But the Archons, they're stuck behind a lot of the units here. Not the best control from our Protoss player, and it looks like we're going to be able to see the Terran hold on here just barely due to Argo kind of fumbling his control here.
That's the feature of the map, GG. The feature of the map is the choke. There's 2 ways to get in, but those 2 chokes are really small, and you need to micro-well. The Archons and Zealots needed to be at the front with the Immortals supporting from the back, but Argo just did not put the units in the right position for the attack, and with the drop at the natural, he was forced to GG out.
So Argo, it looks like the drops got to him too much. He was really flustered, I assume, after losing that many workers. It's so hard to come back into a game when you lost that many workers against a Terran player. It's almost impossible. Argo looking a little bit shaken there, actually, by that game.
There was too many drops for Argo to focus, and you're pointing out that Argo made a mistake by not going for the SCV at the third command center. Well, he didn't have any time to focus against the multiple drops.
That's true. Reality just completely out multitasking Argo there, playing a very, very good game overall. He's getting better and better, man. He's getting better and better.
With Protoss and Zerg down from Casper Team 8, who are they gonna send out next? Is it gonna be a TBT or another Protoss/Zerg player from Casper Team 8?
And it looks like it's going to be Ty, sent out, formerly known as Baby, for Casper Team 8 here. He's been performing quite well recently, but can he take out Reality, who looked pretty darn solid and strong in those last 2 games?
Well, to point out that Reality, he was only 4-6 before going into the previous match in TVP, and he is 4-5 when it comes to TVT against his opponent. Ty, he is 6-6 in this matchup.
All right, guys, we have to go into a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. This is the